He is very genteel, kind, genuine. I don't think has ever said a mean word about anybody. He kind of personifies kindness. And when he steps onto a stage, you cannot help but watch him. He just is magnanimous and magnetic in his personality.
Whenever I start dancing, it just makes me feel alive. Just makes me feel good, energized, and just happy.
The days leading up to Preston's diagnosis were tricky because they were worrisome, and yet I could tell something was bothering him. And I asked him, what's wrong, what's going on? And he said, I don't know, what if it's a brain tumor? And of course, any mother, when they hear their child say that, you think, oh, honey, you're just, that's crazy. There's no way that could possibly be a brain tumor. I think you're just worried. And it was Wednesday night, 2 days after we had gone to the doctor's office, that he went to bed and apparently did not sleep all night. He could not get comfortable, and he came in, I could tell something was wrong. He said he had thrown up and that the pain had been so severe, so I said, just get in the car, we're going to the emergency room. That was when we discovered that it was definitely more than just headaches, and that his prescient idea of possibly having a brain tumor was indeed validated. I remember my heart sort of just stopping. I took a moment, took a deep breath, and just looked at the doctor and said, what's next? So the treatments started after the craniotomy, about 6 weeks after he healed. He went in for 6 weeks of radiation, and at the same time was on a daily dose of Temodar, or a temozolomide, to pair together. So those actually he handled really well. He lost some of his hairs, but he had a really cool haircut. It was kind of like just on the top of his head, so the back of his was bald. I guess the idea of just the fact that my son had a brain tumor and was still considered a minor, I was like, geez, I wonder, this seems like something that would be qualify as a, I don't know, something that would be wish-worthy for a Make-A-Wish. Being able to use your imagination, like what would be the thing that you'd want to do if the sky's the limit?
Growing up, my favorite Disney movie was Lilo and Stitch, so I've always wanted to go to Hawaii for my entire life, see a sea turtle, and just, yeah.
Of course, we are all busy getting all our last-minute packing done, and just about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes before I knew the limo was supposed to arrive, started seeing a lot of police cars sort of circling around outside our house. And that's when, Steve came back and he's like, hey, Preston, I want you to come out. There's some people here who want to meet you.
When my dad told me to come out and we started walking down and he told me what was happening, I was like, oh, that's really awesome. And it really was. It was super, super awesome.
My favorite moments were just being at the beach and watching my kids play together. They were just kids and enjoying life with the sunset behind them and not a care in the world.
On our last day, I got to see a sea turtle. It was hanging out on the beach, and then we were hanging out there and we got to see another one come up onto shore while we were sitting there, so that was really awesome.
The Wishmakers are like the lifeline that has been thrown out to you, and you just know that there's hundreds of people pulling on that lifeline and keeping you afloat, because that's how I felt. I felt like we were being held up.
I really felt free on that trip, and I just felt like I could do anything, and I believe that I will get better, and I know I will. I'm gonna get through this. I will win, and I will live out the rest of my life. I want to travel. I want to dance. Just have fun.
Everything that we did, we knew that there was somebody behind that, and everybody that had a hand in it. I'll never be able to fully show our gratitude.